Well, hello, everyone. Hello. This is the credit doctor, the credit expert himself, Casacello James. Good afternoon, and welcome again to the live credit show here on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. So I'm ready to jump right in it. What's going on, Sheila? What's going on? I'm doing great. How's it going? So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to tune in and join in with the show. I have something very important to talk about. I'm going to talk about it so we could, get some clarity with it. Mr. Larry, what's going on? How are you? So it's going to be a great show tonight. I'm going to try to keep it right into 30-minute segment. So I'm not going to be long, but I wanted to come on as promised. This is October. What's going on? What's going on, bruh? How's it going? Oh, nice picture, David. That's a nice picture. You got a point for Jesus. You got a point. Come on, point. Miss Hutchins, wonderful. How's it going? Hello. Miss Powell, hello to you. Yes, welcome to everybody. I know it seems like I've been gone for months at a time. It just seems so long when you try to get some rest and take a break. But nevertheless, I am here. And it's something that I touch on in my book as well. And you certainly can pick up, if you haven't picked up your copy of my book, which is on Amazon.com, you most certainly can do that. Teach Me How to Fix My Credit. The book is everything. And so you definitely, if you haven't got a copy of it, you want to get a copy of my book, Teach Me How to Fix My Credit. It's live on Amazon.com. Teach Me How to Fix My Credit, and it will do you good. All right. You can get it live on Amazon.com if you have not got the book. The book will teach you a lot of things that you may knew, give you a little bit more insight about stuff concerning the credit bureaus, all four of them. There are four. And I'm going to talk about the four that are very, very instrumental in the credit disputing process. There are thousands of different data housing furnishers, but I'm going to talk about four on tonight. But I wanted to say hello again to everyone and welcome to the live credit show. Welcome, Donna. I believe this is Donna. Yes, welcome. Mr. Lamar, happy Tuesday to you. Welcome. Lord, got the pastor. There go the pastor with us. What's going on, my brother? All is well. Just been busy working. You know how it is, working up a business. So I just been busy, which is a good thing. So welcome to everybody. Tonight, if you don't have something to write with, I suggest you get something to write with. Oh, and also, if you want to pop on live with me tonight, you can. Only thing I need is just your email address, and I'll key you right into the show. So if you want to be, discuss some stuff really, really quick, we got a few moments. If you want to be a part of the live discussion on tonight, the only thing that you have to do is just send me your email address, and I will definitely key you in. All right. And you can email that at EC Repair Now, because you might not want everybody to know your stuff. So let me get you the email address, or you can text it to me. If you text it to me, that will be quicker. So if you text me your email address, then I can key you live on the show. So if you want, pop up here and discuss some stuff with me, you'll be right here or right over here with me. Or if you want to call in, you simply can call in right now at 786-213-1087. Now, don't call in with no foolishness, all right? But if you have a legitimate question about credit and finances, whether it's personal credit or business credit, you certainly can call in tonight. That's the number, 786-213-1087. Or if you just want to give a compliment or you want to share your story real quick, we certainly have time for that. But if you want to join me live, just text me your email address at 786-213-1087. Well, I want to dive right in. The topic on tonight is, what is the eOscar investigation process? It is, what is the eOscar investigation process? Now, it's not like the Academy Awards, because this particular eOscar is not good. It's the devil. It's Satan's first cousin. It is not good, not good. Somebody help me say not good. Not good, not good, not good. All right. I don't like this system. I've had my stuff years and years ago go through this system, and I've had stuff, throughout the years, 2 decades or many times go through this system. What's up, Lisa? Got to say hello, Lisa. And you know what? I almost forgot. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, you all help me wish Sheila. Lord have mercy. Forgive me, baby. My brain is just gone. Sheila Dobbins, her birthday, I believe it was last Friday. So you all help me wish Sheila, because Sheila is my left and right arm. Help me wish, I just thought about it. Help me wish Sheila a belated happy birthday, a on-time birthday, right on time birthday. He is an on-time God. Now, don't make me sing you something. All right. So help me wish Sheila a happy birthday. Lord have mercy. I just thought about it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the eOscar. Yes. Happy birthday, Sheila. You all, thank you so much. That's Mr. Larry saying happy birthday. Lisa saying happy birthday. Sheila, thank you so much for helping me. You're always helping me on Tuesday nights. Happy Tuesday. Mr. Lamar said that too. So I just wanted to send some birthday wishes to Sheila Dobbins. She's a wonderful individual. Happy birthday, many, 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 many more. All right. Also, I want to just dive right into it. A lot of people ask this question: why does it take so long for the different things that you have on your credit report, whether it's medical bills, collections, derogatory, whatever is derogatory or whatever is messing up your credit report, even the inquiries, because most people think that inquiries are somewhat, easy, because you see all those social media platforms, they try to make it that those inquiries are easy to get off. The real truth of the matter, none of it is easy to get off. None. Whether you have a bankruptcy, whether it's child support, whether it's a tax lien, whether it's a medical bill, whether it's an old credit card that you got, you didn't pay, they still embellish the amount. You do owe some of it. All of it's just a mess. It's just a mess. All right. And Sheila said, thank you to everyone. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Much love to you. So none of it is easy. That's the first thing. None of it is easy. I don't care. Even if it's your name, even your name, when you call in, if you ever call in, which is horrendous, it is a bad process. I think Congress needs to pass a law, and they won't do it. They're dragging their feet with that, but it's hell to pay when you have to even correct addresses, outdated addresses that are mixed up. You got the same address 6 times and it's spelled 6 different ways, and it's not even correct. The address that was supposed to be on your credit profile, your name has to be disputed off in order to correct that. Your addresses, telephone numbers, all of those things have to be disputed. It don't just sometimes fix itself. Many times it does not fix itself. I'm not a fan, as you can hear in my voice, of the credit bureaus. I think they're crooked. I think there's a lot of illegal stuff that goes on, and they do illegal stuff in a legal system. The system itself is already working against you, and I don't like it. So my job is to help you beat that system, so you and your family, or you and your boo, whomever, you all will be able to do what you have to do to be able to get through the vicissitude of life. All right, vicissitude of life. So at the end of the day, with the credit bureaus, all 4 of them, which is TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and Innovis. I call it Innovis. It's INNOVIS. That's another one that a lot of people don't know about, but all 4 of them on this system. So you got TransUnion, you got Experian, you got Equifax, and Innovis. And so that is spelled INNOVIS. Now you pronunciate it the way you want to. I'm gonna call it Innovis, so you can say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, I don't trust all 4 of them. They own this particular system. Now, what is the eOscar system? Let's get right into it. The eOscar system is a digital online disputing process. It's a digital online disputing process. So if you do it online, even if you certified and do it in the mail, a lot of times the credit bureaus will put your particular disputes through that particular online process, even though you mailed it in. Now, that's not my company's fault. That's not a lot of companies. I will say a lot of people have been to all kinds of companies. So I will say from the onset, it's not those companies' fault. But when they put it through that eOscar system, it is a digital online, all right, disputing process. Well, it said like this: it's an online solution, complete, accurate reporting process. It's an online solution, complete, accurate reporting process. So it's a digital, everything is electronic, it's digital. And so once they put your particular disputes through that, if they do not follow the proper channels that the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, has already mandated for them to do, that particular process is just going to go, left. It's just not going to be right anyway, because what happens with the eOscar system is you don't really get a fair chance. And so some things might, get removed because the data furnishers, which is the original lenders or the collection agencies, if they don't respond, then yes, in that 30-day window, they have to take it off. But if those particular lenders that do pay those credit reporting businesses and credit reporting agencies, they have to pay them in order to put it on your credit report. All right, I'm gonna say that again. So they have to pay them to be able to put it on your credit report. It's just like me or you. We don't have a system with the credit bureau, but if I wanted one, all I have to do is enroll in their program. And then if you owe me money, then I'm able to put it on your credit report, but I still have to pay for that service. Make sense? Yes. So with these 4 credit bureaus, they use this particular system and they own that system. Now you do the math. So they own the system to make money. That's why I don't believe it's a fair system. That's why I say, to me, it is crooked. That is my opinion. And I can validate that and back it up. There have been many things that I have disputed over decades for clients, and it was done right. It was sent in right. We did all the right legal verbiage in those particular dispute letters, but because they sent it and put it through that particular system, it's a digital online system. So with that particular digital online system, I can appreciate that they want to get it to you, get it back to you expeditiously, because emails are very quick and online process are very quick. But this particular system is designed in favor of the person that you owe or the company that you owe. It's not designed for the consumer to get a great outcome, because that's why many people go through complications with trying to get things off their credit report. So this particular system is not designed, quote unquote, for the consumer to come out the winner. So with eOscar, it's a digital online disputing process. Now with this, it makes it easier for the credit bureaus, because this is what the FCRA says. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says that a physical person, it needs to go through an investigation. There's the word that I used tonight. It has to go through an investigation, meaning a physical person needs to be able to look at it. They need to be able to get the original contract. Even if you did sign it, they have to prove, watch this, they have to prove that that debt is yours. That is debt validation. If they cannot validate the debt, then they cannot. It's just like that little saying when OJ was in trouble. If it don't fit, you must acquit. All right. So at the end of the day, they have to validate that the debt belongs to you. Now, you should be happy about that, because at the end of the day, if a physical person looks at it, you have a better chance of getting that stuff off expeditiously. Some people did it online and they say, well, hey, I did it online and I did pretty good. About 5 things came off. And so the other 5, if you had 10 items that you needed to come off, yes, you're looking a whole lot better. better and you want to celebrate better, but the whole 10 should have came off if they wouldn't have put it through this system. This system is bad. So you need to be aware of the eOscar system. So once I send your dispute letter in, 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to send it through the eOscar system. So, well, what does your company do? I try to not intercept, but I try to bypass it. That's what I want to do. I want to bypass that. So what I do, the verbiage that's in my letter, I have to write down and get the legal terminology to be able to hold them to a physical person. Because if you don't, they're going to put it through that particular system. And if you call in, like I have for many, many years, they're going to say, well, that's our system. That's our policy. We're able to use it. And that's the system. But ma'am, I requested in my dispute letter to not use the eOscar system. And sometimes even the representative, whether they be from India, whether they be from the Philippines, or even in the US, because a lot of times I'll ask them to, route me to a person in the US. And even if it's somebody in Atlanta, even if it's somebody in Philadelphia, even if it's somebody in Denton, Texas, or Allen, Texas, where Experian is. So at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you fight for your rights. Okay, I got somebody said happy birthday to Sheila. Lamar saying, yes, yes, yes. So at the end of the day, the eOscar system online solution complete accurate reporting. Well, it's not that. Even though they are saying that's what it is, but it's far from that. It's not accurate many times. It certainly is not completed correctly many times, and the reporting is absolutely wrong. All right. So for me, I do not like this system. So somebody asked me this question. Many people ask me this question. Well, what is messing it up? Because I don't want to keep paying money. I understand that, boo. But at the end of the day, you have to understand you can't have it all and have the cake and the party and the ice cream and get everything your way. It's not like Burger King. So sometimes you have to lay low a little bit until you get the big breakthrough, until all of it come off. So you do have to. That's my problem with some people. They don't know how to celebrate better. Things might not be all completed. Hear me good. If you're hearing me in the morning, if you're hearing me at night, you have to understand you got to celebrate better. So things might not all be, off your credit report, but it's a whole lot better than what it is. So whoever did it, whoever got you to the place where you're now seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, you need to tell the Lord thank you, and you need to take them out and take them out to dinner and appreciate them and show them some love, because you're certainly better off than where you were. Okay, where you was or where you were. All right. So at the end of the day, the eOscar system is not good. That digital online disputing process is not good. Are y'all getting this? Are y'all understanding? Because what's happening is a lot of times, and I can understand it, but now you throw the tomato at me, my rule, I'm throwing it back at you. Might throw a cucumber, watermelon, or a baseball, whatever I got in my hand, I'm gonna throw it back. All right. So at the end of the day, y'all done got me working up a sweat here. So at the end of the day, you have to just make sure that you understand that the eOscar system, that's what it goes in. So how it works, Ms. Powell, is this. So once I send your dispute letter, I'm going to go back over it again real briefly in a different way. So once I send your dispute letter in, I'm asking them in my dispute letter to let a physical person do the investigation. So I want a physical person because you have a better chance, because they have it's a 2 to 3 digital code system. So if they don't code it right, let's just say yours is not identity theft, but the account doesn't belong to you. Those are 2 different situations. So it's not that somebody stole your identity or somebody broke into your account and stole your money, but this particular account could have been put on, my name is Casacello James, not Carlos James. And a lot of times they merge files, it's typed in incorrectly, because that's where you get all those AKAs. If you look at your credit report, it'll say AKA CJ, AKA, well, I don't have all that up there because I clean all that stuff up. But and then they'll say James Casacello. I'm not James Casacello. James is my last name, not my first name. But all of those things have to be disputed off. But once they put it through a system, it's really quick and it's electronic, and the system gives you whatever they want to give you. And then the system let me go here because I don't have much time. The system that's already internal with the credit bureau already has a line of connection with the former creditor or the collection agency. So all they do is send a response saying, does Casacello owe this, yes or no? They send it back as verified that yes, it belongs to him. And so it remains, it's that simple. It remains on your credit report. But if a physical person has to do an investigation, like you go into court and gather all the evidence of it, that eOscar system, in 30 days, they got to prove it. But the all actuality, the real deal about the situation is they're going to need more than 30 days if they cannot find those original contracts or if they cannot prove that you owe the debt. Because even if you do owe the debt, because there's a lot of clients that might owe Sprint $500, but it don't mean that they owe Sprint $3,700. Because I'm thinking, when did they shut your phone off? Nobody's going to let you talk for $3,700 and they didn't shut your phone off. That sounds like some stuff going on. All right. So you have to understand that the eOscar system is not in your benefit. So we want to do everything we can with my company. I try to do everything I can to put that verbiage in those dispute letters. So a physical person, will have to look at that particular process. All right. Does anybody have any questions? So eOscar, that investigation process, is an online digital process, and it's a coding system. They'll code it. It's like a 2 to 3 digit code. They will code it, but if it's not coded right now, I've seen some people. What comes to mind here in Georgia, there was a client that lived in Kennesaw. I sent, he had about 12 things. I sent it in. Every bit of it came off. So sometimes, yes, it works. But the reason why I'm dead set still against it, because he's one out of millions. He's one out of hundreds. He's one out of thousands. Now, if it was like that for everybody and the stuff, if they couldn't prove it, then it has to come off, because that's what the Fair Credit Reporting Act says. But the eOscar system is not no award. It's totally opposite of the Academy Awards. This eOscar system is bad news. All right, bad news. I mean, real bad. Just plain mean. All right. So at the end of the day, you need to understand this is the system that dispute goes in and goes through. Can you win? Yes. So one of them, I'm gonna jump to the last comment that I wanted to say tonight, but I feel I need to say it now, is the name of the game. Even though the eOscar system is bad and it seemed like you spent money and we went through the process, it's not that your dispute letter is bad. It's not that the process you did the first time wasn't correct. It means they put it through this system. Then the collection agency did a click of a button. They just clicked the button, says yes, without any investigation. 9 times out of 10, 99.9, they never do an investigation. Never, ever. They never, ever do an investigation. That's my problem with this eOscar system. So how do I win? You don't give up. That's it. You don't give up. You keep disputing it. Well, I don't want to have to keep disputing this stuff for 2 years. Well, you're going to have bad credit for 7. So I'd rather take 2 than 7. That's the way you have to look at it. You got to find the good and the positive out of what you're trying to come out of. So at the end of the day, I'd rather deal with 1.5 years than have to deal with 7 years. I'd rather deal with 2 years than have to deal with 7 years. And sometimes it don't just fall off. Some people, and they make me sick saying that stuff, because some of my stuff fell off. Well, you just 1 out of thousands or 1 out of millions. I got clients that I can show you right now. There's a sweet baby that is my client. She's paid her bills, worked, and she's retired. She still had an old Discover account, something that was on her credit 32 years ago. And I'm thinking, were they even around 32 years ago? Of course they were. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that these people are in it not because they're our best friends, but they're trying to make money off of us. Here's another situation. No, so I got a couple of clients going through this right now. Let's just say it comes off 2 credit bureaus and not the other 2, or 2 credit bureaus and not the other one. Let's just say it comes off TransUnion and Equifax, but it did not come off Experian. That happens a lot of times. So it doesn't mean that you cannot go head on with your dreams and go head on and buy the house, because it still might be feasible enough, because in the housing sector, when you get ready to buy a house, they're going to look at the middle score. So they're going to take all three. They're going to eliminate your highest one and your lowest one anyway. So hopefully the one that's not fixed right now is going to be your lowest one, hopefully. And then that one is going to be eliminated anyway. So you have to kind of maneuver and juggle. You know what juggling is? That's when you pay your rent on time. This time, I don't do that no more. You pay your rent on time this month and then pay your car payment late, and then you flip it. Then the next month you pay your car payment on time and then you pay the rent late. But that's when you still with that old mentality that you're trying to, beat the system in a bad way. But when you fix your credit, teach me how. That's why I picked that title. Teach me how to fix my credit so I don't have to juggle like that anymore. I pay all my bills on time at the first of the month. So that means I'm self-sufficient, needing no aid. I don't have to call somebody to ask them, can you loan me $5,000? Can you loan me $10,000? Because, the Lord has set me up so I can make sure I take care of me or my responsibilities. All right. But this system is not good. This is it's well and alive. It is not a dead system. It is a live, running, active system right now that those particular bureaus use. All right. And so another credit data housing furniture is LexisNexis. So hint, 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 I'm just throwing out some stuff. If you have not froze that particular account, you want to do that. You can Google it, look it up online. It's called LexisNexis. All right. So many of you that's renting and you still owe, back rent to other places, or you didn't clean it up and telechecks and you still got, stuff in you need to clean it up. You need to clean up all that stuff. Just clean it up. All right. So at the end of the day, if your name is in check system, clean it up. If your name is in LexisNexis, clean it up. If it's wrong with TransUnion, then you need to sign up for my credit disputing process. All right. It's only $300 down, $175 a month. You are worth the investment. If you think that's too much, hey, that's just on you. That means me and you can't. That don't mean we can't laugh together. We just can't do business together. All right. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, you can call them tomorrow and ask them, say, ding, ding, ding. Hey, Equifax, do you all use a system called eOscar? And they will confirm that I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. Oh! All right. So you got to make sure that you get everything in order. All right. Make sure you get it in order. Now, how do you do that? By setting up plans, by making sure those dispute letters have those legal terminology. So this is what was asked to me. Why do it take so long to remove these accounts off my credit report? That's what they asked me. That was number one. And I told her because of a system called eOscar. The next person asked me, can I get a car with bad credit? I said, yes, but your interest rate going to be so high, you're going to pay for that car 2 to 3 times over. So yes, you can go to a buy here, pay here lot. Yes, you can get it from your uncle. Yes, you can go get your old piece of car, but that don't mean that's the car that you really want and the car that you really deserve. eOscar is not playing with you or me. I'm fighting eOscar, but every time I send a dispute letter for my clients, I'm dead set against eOscar. All right. Now, another person asked me, how long do you think it would take if I have a little bit of issues with my credit? How long? An issue is an issue, boo. It doesn't matter. Credit restoration takes as long as you need it to take. Now, I say that all day and every day to clients, and people will still text me after 15 days and ask me, is there any update on my credit? It don't change that quick. I don't understand. Now, I know all of you didn't do bad in school. Something is not registering. The elevator is not going all the way up to the 12th or the 24th floor. Something is wrong after I keep explaining to you all that this system is crooked. Do y'all get it? It is not a system that is going to easily just let you, and especially, a lot of people, I start to go there, but especially a lot of black people, They want something for nothing. You cannot, I'm telling you, dumb people are lying to you. They lying to you. Come closer to the screen. Do you hear the words that's coming out of my good mouth? They lying to you. They keep saying I can get it off in 30 days. That's hogwash. All right. There was a show called Carter Country, and the man on the show used to say, handle it, handle it, handle it. That's some old stuff. All right. But some things is not going to come off in 30 days. I'd rather take the time that I need to take so it will come off and stay off, because the collection agencies, they will sell it to another collection agency. And you say, well, I thought we got it off my credit. We did, but another company done bought it. So now we got to fight that demon again. But that don't mean that you're not going to win. Just like you won the first time, you're going to do it again, because eventually that debt is going to die, because they're not going to keep recycling the debt, because it's just like double jeopardy. Case in point. All right. So it says, how long do you think it would take if I have a little bit of issues? No such thing. A derogatory is derogatory. A late payment can keep messing you up every month. Every month when it's 30 days, when it's calculated that 30 days, I'm trying to stick to my time frame. Dog it. And I done went over 30 minutes. All right. So at the end of the day, 30 a late payment can mess you up. All right, y'all getting what I'm saying? All right, thank you, Miss Powell. Help me here. It takes as long as you need it to take. What's going on, Shasta? Shasta is in the house. Oh, all right. So it takes as long as you need it to take. Just know that I'm Rocky Balboa. Y'all ever seen Rocky? You know, when Mr. T, and especially that Russian put a good whooping on him. But Rocky had to gain some strength, and he thought about the eye of the tiger. And when he thought about it, didn't Rocky win? Rocky's ear he almost couldn't hear. He went to the doctor one time with Mickey. That's when the old man was still alive. And it almost knocked. He almost had a brain tube and everything. But Rocky, every fight that Rocky was getting into, he was winning. You know why? Because he did not give up. That's what I came to tell you. Somebody gonna listen to this in the morning. Don't give up. Somebody gonna listen to it because you feel I ain't spending all that money. Well, you're not the person I'm talking to, because you're gonna give up regardless. But just because you this close, you too close to give up now. Oh, you too close. You're too close. You're too close. You're too close to give up now. If you give up now, it's just like somebody getting to the 11th grade and you about to be a senior next year, and your crazy self gonna start getting in trouble and vandalizing cars and hanging out and smoking marijuana and doing all this crazy lascivious lewd stuff. No, you want to get yourself together. All right. So you got to understand that y'all done got me wound up. I was supposed to lay low tonight. I was supposed to lay low. But at the end of the day, you can't give up. Don't give up. You can't give up, because that's what the system wants you to do. And here it is. Thank you, Larry. Come on with it. Be patient. It will happen. I'm telling you, I've been there too, because I don't like waiting a whole lot of stuff. I ain't got but this much, a grain of salt worth of patience anyway. But you know what? I just say, Lord, I don't pray for it. I just say, Lord, help me be patient, condition my spirit, because I know I'm going to get me a positive outcome. Because I look at a lot of people and I delete them. I delete them all the time. I see people with all those good quotes, and I see people running around the good church, and I see people in the nightclub and the disco, and I see people at their boo houses, and they posting all these good quotes. And then when the rubber meets the road and times get tough, then they want to bail out, and then they want to throw in the towel. And I'm thinking, well, what about all that stuff you put on IG? What about all that stuff you got on Twitter? Tweet. What about all that stuff you tweet? All of those positive confessions and all of those sayings that you say, you got to practice what you preach. You got to walk it out. You got to walk it out. You got to walk it out. Can't nobody walk this out but you. You ought to push somebody beside you. Say, walk it. You got to walk it. And if you're going to keep putting that stuff on your story time, what is it called? Your timeline and all that stuff. If you're going to put all those good quotes up there, then you need to apply. So don't come to work with no attitude, because we're going to clock you out and send you back home. Don't come to work trying to cuss us out, because we ain't going to take it. We're going to clock you out. You ain't going to have no money. You got to keep a good attitude, because Oscar is against you. So to be here it is. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So if you know the enemy is already there and you know who it is, it ain't like you got to figure it out. Lord, come on here. You don't have to figure out what's working against you. It's the Oscar system that's working against you. So if you already know, watch this. If you already know who's working against you, then you fight what's fighting you. You fight what's fighting you. You don't stand there and take that stuff. You know you owe Sprint some money, but you know you don't owe them no $4,000. You ain't talked. Now, you might have talked a little bit. You might have used them phones, and all you getting these iPhones 11s and 12s and 15s and I don't know all that stuff. These phones right here, I think it's a 6 or 7. Long as it keep talking, I'm gonna keep right on talking. I'm gonna keep tweeting and twatting. I promise you, I'm not going into no debt and letting them pull my credit because I want the latest phone or want the latest shoe. It ain't nothing wrong, because don't be sending me no emails talking about, well, you saying we got to look broke down and raggedy and we can't have the best. And here you go quoting that stuff again. I'm a King's kid. Well, you wasn't saying that when you were crying and depressed and you was eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream and you was getting big as a beach whale at the house. You wasn't quoting all them scriptures then. You got to practice what your profession is. If you say you're an overcomer, you got to walk like an overcomer. If you say you're going to get the money, get money. I ain't mad at the stripper. I just need her to get her credit together. Oh, I don't care how you make your money. That's your business. It ain't on me up no pole. I can't climb up no pole and drop it like it's hot and warm. I don't drop it like it's hot. I can't even drop it like it's warm. Only thing I drop is fried chicken in the good grease. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. All right, so y'all got me cutting up. I done got hot. All right, I got to get out of here. But listen, the Oscar system is the devil. I'm telling you, it is the devil. It is the devil. That system, you can call them, you can email them, and I promise you, I just want you to make aware, it is not an Academy Award. We would like to thank Casacello James. No, Help me, Lisa. Come on, sister. Are you crazy? All right, come on, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling the truth, because people put all that stuff up there. I see them, they be in their cars and they be recording on Instagram. They be looking good too. Got their nice clothes on. I want you all to have a positive day, and I want you to think positive. But then by the time you can't get approved for the house, can't get approved for the car, can't get approved for your new credit card, then your spirit go down in the dumps. I don't like being around people like that. I want you to have that same energy when you hear no, to clean up your stuff, because a lot of people love to blame everybody but themselves. And that's what it is. You already know what's working against you. So ain't no need. Yes, it's going to make you upset. I didn't say, because you do have humanistic feelings. And yes, you are a human being. So yes, things bother you. But you need to sound the same joyful, cheerful way that you did before you applied for the credit card. So ain't no need to call in my company saying, well, I thought I was going to get approved for the Discover. It ain't time yet. Now, notice what I'm saying, and I'm getting ready to go. It ain't time yet. It ain't time yet. Y-E-T, yet. It don't mean, it just mean your location is not your final destination. I'm going to say it again. Your location, I have to say this all the time, is not your final destination. You might not get approved today, but at some point, at some time, you will hear approved, and then you're going to be running around like that little white boy from Home Alone, running around like Macaulay Culkin or whatever his name was. You're going to be running around happy. But see, that's not you got to have joy before you get it. If you can't have joy before you get it, when you get it, you're gonna quickly lose it. All right, you're gonna quickly lose it. All right, let me see what Lisa said. What Lisa said. You are. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, I got you. Thank you, sis. Says driving a BMW and pulling up at a pulling up at a duplex. You know you need a house, and I see it all the time. I see people do that all the time. Some people. Well, I did have a good client that listened to me. They was dead set on getting some Mercedes and BMW. I said, no, your goal is for the house. You know, they was, you know. You could tell that pool was there. They wanted to listen to me because they knew I was going to get them to the place, but it didn't happen like that. But now, now they sitting in a big house and they got new furniture and they got new cars. And I said, you don't need no BMW. Why would you buy a 1989? Somebody gonna hear this. Why would you buy a 1989 and then you say, well, I don't want a big car payment? Well, you need one because you need a dependable car. You need a dependable car. You do not want to have to get something that's going to break down 2 weeks after you buy it. All right. So if you get your credit is everything. You are in the. I was getting ready to say the good United States, but it ain't good right now. I don't know if it's ever been good, but the United States of America. All right. Since you're in the U.S., you got to save yourself. So you don't need to be driving no BMW and pulling up to no duplex unless you own it. All right. Okay. Larry say, look at Larry. He said, yes. We agree, Lisa. We agree. Sister, I totally agree. All right. So I wanted to make you all aware. I'm getting ready to go, but I wanted to make you aware of the eOscar system. It's a digital online reporting system. All right. It's a digital online reporting system. And I'm going to tell you right now that eOscar is not designed to give you a favorable outcome. It's designed to mess you up and to keep things on your credit report. Because if the credit bureau has nothing to report, we could put them out of business. And if everybody had great things, then a lot of money that they make on these credit monitoring sites, all of that particular chunk of change would be gone. All right. So you want to keep in mind that these credit bureaus are in it to make money. You can look it up. You can look all this stuff up on the Federal Trade Commission, up online. But this particular eOscar system is not good. The eOscar investigation process is that digital online solution, complete, accurate reporting system. I don't believe that because at the end of the day, when they code that in, a lot of times it is not coded in right. And even the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, it's the CFPB. It's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They've even did investigation on these bureaus, on the credit bureaus, because they found out that the consumer, watch this, was not getting a fair and accurate, investigation. All right. So this system takes a long time. So don't call me. Don't keep asking me or trying to get me to trick me up to try to say, oh, yes, it'll be finished. I think your stuff will be finished by January the 10th. No, I can't do it. Just like I don't know when the karaoke is going to dissolve and move away. You don't see the president. He don't know what he's talking about. And that joker, talking about putting bleach in you. But I bet you he didn't put bleach in his arm. All right. So at the end of the day, credit restoration. I'm going to end with this. Credit restoration takes as long as you need it to take. All right. If you have to do it 1 year, pick it up another 2 months, or, you feel like I'm, sufficient right now and I'm going to do some other stuff later. It's fine, but it will happen. The key word, my last thing that I wrote on my notes is don't tell it. He said, keep disputing and don't give up. Keep disputing. That's how you beat that system. You got to keep doing it. Well, I got to keep paying you. Boo, I can't do it for free. Ain't nothing free but the Lord. You got to pay. These lights ain't for free. This ink ain't for free. You see this? This is an Apple mess. This Apple mess ain't for free. My keyboard, the people that I have that help me, my businesses. If I could do it for free, boo, I would, but I just can't. I can't. All right. So at the end of the day, yes, you have, if you go to my type of service, sometimes you might want to get the book. And I tell somebody the reason why I do not negotiate on my prices is because if I can't do it, or if you don't want me to do it, or if you want to save money, that's fine. And I understand. Then just buy the book. It's only $20. Now you went from 300 to 20, ain't got no sympathy for you, point blank. From 300 to 20, there's nothing else I can do. All right. But remember, it's a digital coding system, the eOscar system. Can y'all keep saying that? eOscar, eOscar. All right. You got to remember, don't give up. The key is don't give up. Well, why? That seems like it's going to waste time. No, it's not, because eventually the reason why I say don't give up is because it's going to get to the right hands it need to get. If you threaten to sue them, they're going to make a move. If you do some legal, many times I go and I certify, or I get those letters notarized, which costs me money. I only don't just send it through the mail and get it certified, but I notarize those letters. And then I get all my legal aspects. I try to pull in every legal aspect I can. All of those particular outlets that I have at my disposal do cost money. All right. All right. Hello, Mr. John. All right. Hanging in there, three, my brother. Absolutely. And so you just got to hang in there. You got to hang in there. Don't give up. Read the book. Y'all, please get the book. The book is not only because I wrote it, but it's a lot. It's dispute letters in there. I talk about this same system in my book, which is the eOscar system. So if you've been wondering, well, why did two things came off, but the other stuff didn't come off? It's because of eOscar. Well, you mean to tell me I'm going to need another 3 months? It's because of eOscar. Well, you tell me where two of the bankruptcies came off, but the other one is still there. It's because of eOscar. You got to understand the system. The system. Just like the president is nervous because of those ballots. He talking about the mail stuff. They've been mailing in ballots for years, and you ain't had no problems. If they was, we didn't know about it. But the people, the powers that be, money. All right, money. That's what it's about. That's all it's about. All right. eOscar system is not on your side, but Exceptional Credit Repair LLC, all right, is on your side. You can reach me at ecrepairnow@gmail.com. All right. So because people watch it on YouTube, they watch it on Facebook, you can reach me at ecrepairnow@gmail.com. And you can also go to ecrepairnow on Instagram, or you can just simply hit me up at 786-213-1087. All right, which is my business line. I will be in my office on Wednesday and Thursday all day. I'll be doing some callbacks and all of that good stuff. So I will be, on my grind on Wednesday and Thursday. And I will be this weekend and this week at my barbershop. All right. So until next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. All right. This is the credit guru, the credit expert, the liaison, the credit man himself. This is Casacello James. I hope you've learned something tonight about eOscar. The investigation process is not easy. That is some of the main reasons why it don't instantly come off all the time. And don't base your success because your sister did it herself and now she thinks she's the credit expert or the whiz. She might be for her stuff, but maybe your particular situation, is going to take a little bit more time. Time, that's what it is. I need to do a show on time. All right. That's what's working against you, is that TIME, time. All right. And I get it. And I'm on your side. I want it to come off. And stop saying, y'all stop saying, everybody stop saying, I'm saying y'all because country, but y'all stop saying I got a little bit of stuff wrong. And there's no such thing as a little bit of cancer. One drop of cancer will kill you. Whether you got a big mass, you're just going to go quicker probably. And I ain't trying no disrespect because my mom had cancer. So at the end of the day, but one drop of cancer, nobody wants to hear that. All right. It's no such thing as I got a little bit of stuff. People always want to make these situations. If it's bad, just say it's bad. You ain't got to dress it up. Just if your kid bad, if you bring him to the barbershop and he won't sit still, I don't cut him. I don't have the wherewithal or the patience or the nerve. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old now. All right. So at the end of the day, if the little boy don't sit still, I can't get that 40 or 50 bucks. I just can't. Somebody can deal with it. But I'm not doing all of that, trying to hold his head up and then he hit my stuff on the floor. I'm not going through all that, because then the mama ain't gonna want to pay for the clipper or the dad. And then they looking at me all cockeyed. All right. So at the end of the day, wonderful, wonderful. At the end of the day, you all be blessed. Happy belated birthday. I know that's what we say. Happy belated birthday, Sheila. We love you. You so wonderful on Tuesday nights and different other time frames. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And me and you already talked about your present. They don't need to know. So me and you already know what your present is. So it's already done. God bless you. And to everybody, I'll see you next Tuesday night. Go back, listen at this show again. You're going to feel inspired and uplifted, and you're going to feel like you can make it and go on, because but just don't give up, because the system is bad, but don't give up. Until next time, I'll see you soon.